Hey, Matt, we ready? Okay, am I on? Okay. Elgin, welcome. Okay, let's call the meeting to order. It's 3:30. Okay, first order of business is to have roll call. Amy?
Frank Baptist.
Yeah, here.
Steve Brown. Allison Birch. Bill Eldridge.
Here.
Elgin Huber. Luke Moody. Greg Shin.
Okay, we have a quorum. Let's go ahead and read the statement of FOIA compliance. We'll answer. I affirm that I've not engaged in any prohibited discussion, deliberation, or polling regarding any item on this meeting's agenda outside of a properly noticed and open meeting in compliance with the Arkansas Freedom of Information Act as amended by Act 505 of 2025. Amy?
Frank Baptist.
Yes.
Steve Brown. Allison Birch. Bill Eldridge.
Yes.
Elgin Huber. Luke Moody. And Greg Shin.
Thank you. Okay, let's go next to the meetings from the October meeting.
I make a motion to accept minutes as read.
We have a motion in a second. All in favor? Motion carries. Okay, let's move on to financial reports from Jordan and Mandy.
Should have before you the statement of assets, liabilities, and equity, October 31st. See the four accounts that I reconciled, they total $1,979,924.50. Go to the Department of Finance, City of Benton, $1,449.36 for sales tax and mixed drink taxes for the month of October. Turn to the next page, you'll find the P&L for the month of October for A&P. Total revenue collected of $18,077.74. Expenditures of $21,892.2. Net loss of $3,814.78. There's a good deal more funding made during the month of October than anticipated. Turn to the next page, you'll see the 10 months ending October 31st P&L for the A&P Commission. Total revenue of $188,502.62. See expenses of $147,973.20 for a ordinary income of $40,529.42, which is $3,200 behind budget. Here. With the next page, you'll find the October P&L for the Event Center. Excellent month. You see total revenue of $84,349.45. Operating expenses of $44,167.75 for a net operating income of $40,000 change. Well above the budget for the month of October. You see the 10 months ending October 31st. Next page. 10 months ending October 31st P&L for the Event Center. Total revenue of $677,283.36. Operating expenses of $416,997.61. And then capital expenditures of $63,821.37 for a net income of approaching $200,000. $196,464.38. You see of that, $90,000 have been transferred to the savings account, and then from the savings account, the operating account had been refunded $63,821.37, covering those capital expenditures just above. Look to the next page, you'll see the focus group collections for the month of October, $19,822.55. And my last page is 10 months collections for the focus group ending October 31st, $205,573.23. Ordered some checks there and then paid out the special project expenses for the soccer fields of $97,752.55 for a net income of $107,809.58.
Okay, any questions for Jordan? Okay, man.
If you'll go to the next page, you'll see the bank balances report. The first line is our A&P Collections General Account. That's our sweep account. All of our collections go into that account. At the end of the month, they are split amongst the different checking accounts per the commission's request. At the end of October, that had a balance of $9,922.50. 50% of monthly collections go into A&P large project checking. This is the checking account that we used to pay for purchasing the land. At the end of October, there was $2,481,409.27. 20% goes into small project checking. Balance at the end of October was $1,639,364.18. And then 10% go into the next three accounts, the A&P General Operating Checking. It had $173,208.23. Benton Focus Group Checking with $765,324.49. And the Benton Event Center Operating Checking, $603,633.80. And then the Benton Event Center Savings account, $443,740.30. You'll go to the next page, you'll see the collections account. You'll notice at the end of October, that's September collections that are received in October, they're not late until November. There was $181,206.01 collected. That was a 3.1% increase over the previous years. So I do not have a delinquency report just yet. They weren't actually delinquent until yesterday morning, but because that was a holiday, day or so before we put that in the bank.
Any questions from Andy? Okay, we have a motion to accept the financial reports. Okay, I'll have a motion in second. Okay, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, let's move on to funding. There is none. And so next we'll move to the report from the Benton Event Center by Nick.
Okay, your report is in your packet. We ended the October meeting with $1,038,439. Because we had a shorter time period between meetings, we only had 7 events, but we had 7,500 people in the building in those 7 events. You'll see CASA had a very successful chili cook-off. They have expanded to using the whole facility and already have been booked in for next year. Last week we had Goods in Garland with 6,200 people, and then Monday we had the Veterans Lunch. So all of that in total bringing us to $1,045,890. Anybody have any questions?
Okay, thank you, Nikki. We'll move next to the marketing report from Rachel.
So you have a marketing report in your packet from me. So one thing I did over the last month is I went to the Royal Theater and did a behind the scenes video there. They let me kind of go into the haunted house. So I made a little promotion video for them and put it on our Discover Benton website. So that was really good. It reached about 2,100 people on our Facebook page. But the biggest thing I'll kind of go over is our Glitz and Garland impact and kind of where all we saw people come from for that event. Through October 1st to November 9th, we had 298,200 views on our Facebook page, which is awesome. The big kickoff of that, we partnered with the Fairfield Inn and they gave away a free hotel room for a like and share giveaway. And so that was really popular. Thank you, Allison, for partnering with us on that. So that kicked us off. That got us 18,000 views. And then we did a little video where they went to different downtown businesses, collecting goodies to take to the Benton Event Center. It was a really fun video, well received. And then when we shared our vendor list on Facebook, that reached 32,000 people. We had a lot of new vendors this year. Amy saw that for sure. really excited to see that. And then so upcoming, I'm doing some different Thanksgiving promotions with our restaurants, kind of compiling a list of what all different Thanksgiving specials people have that will be going out this week. And then for Small Town Christmas, we are doing several different things. One thing I'm excited. Also, just kind of our Facebook follower summary. Our Facebook page has grown and we reached over 1,000 followers on our page in 2 months. So I was really excited. 1,000 was my goal for the end of October. And I think we reached it October 30th. Thank you.
You attribute Facebook growth to the more stuff you're posting, it gives more exposure.
Like I interviewed Carrie Lab with the library, kind of asked her, what are some of your favorite bitten spots? Just kind of getting some more people involved in the community so that other people are interacting with it.
I have to say that elf video, the little elves, that was awesome. So
I want to say that was Nikki's idea to use the little elves.
thank you. Nikki.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's move on next to the development of the exit 114 property. I think we've all been seeing all the Facebook posts and everything, all the videos. Seems like every day there's a new video of Bucky's coming up. The walls are up. It looks like they're getting ready to work on the beams with the roof. So the roof is up, so that they've had some very good weather to get things done. So I would assume that they're ahead of schedule. So good deal. So we're moving then next to the RV park and the soccer field. And so first thing I want to mention, something I hadn't thought about, but we got a phone call last week. We could put that temporary fence up to keep the cows out of the bucket site. Well, we're going to need to keep the cows out of the RV park and the soccer complex site. That's going to be construction. So it's kind of an emergency. We had to go ahead and get that rolling. So I talked to the gentleman that did the initial installation of the fence. He is going to relocate that down, I think, 2 parcels that will encompass both the soccer complex and the RV park. Kind of the estimation, it would be no more than $9,000 to do that. The original construction was $9,000, but this project is actually 2 projects. Got to disassemble the first fence and then put up the new fence. And be able to reuse the poles, that they cannot reuse the wire. It comes off those poles. When they roll it off the roads. Future use. So he was supposed to get out there today. I don't think we did. So just wanted to update the commission on that. Sure.
Quick question about that. As far as the A&P's involvement in the fence moving, will this be the last time we move it? As it will be out of the range of the
That would be my understanding. Yes.
I was just curious. I mean, I know it's all.
Yeah, this just encompasses the area. Rest of it. I don't even think we have any plans long term for the rest of the park.
What's the timeline of that? Just out of personal curiosity.
That's been an awesome addition.
That really be fantastic.
So look, we look forward, as far as our permits, maybe you might help me with this. I know we've gotten, Department of Environmental Quality, they've given us their permit. Putting you on the spot there. Man.
You did give us the permit, so 10 days after we got it last week, they'll be able to start actually doing some moving dirt. I think 10 days is required. I'm still waiting for it to finalize the department of public control for us. As soon as the AD move the quality of the wall, with the effective quality of the water. I've been told they're laid off, and I've been told they're not laid off, so I'm waiting for the big sport, there or not there.
Thank you, Mary.
I just for information, how many acres in the two together? Our separate. Hurricane, how many acres in the RV park, how many in the soft?
See some dirt moving before the end of the year. That's right. So he said, I'm gonna run out there and look, that he said he'd be moving the fence starting today, and have it moved by. That's right. So get that rolling. So that's the update. Some exciting things happening on that. So we continue to move forward on our projects. So hopefully we'll see dirt moving and that happen pretty quick. Okay. Any other questions about the development 114? Okay, we'll go on to old business then. Commissioner term of he has been approved by by us at the last meeting, and the city council has approved his new term with the A&B Commission. Congratulations, Eldon. He's gonna host our Christmas. I think it's a great idea. Make that official. And we have tea. Yes, that's it. Okay, so the next meeting day will be the last meeting of 2025. Will be on December 10th. And with that, any other business today?
I make a
Okay.
motion, we adjourn.
You have a second? Yeah. Unless there's any other
I
business?
make a motion, we adjourn in 2 minutes.
No objections? All in favor? Meeting is adjourned. Till next month.